Today we're taking a quick look at the brand new 7Artisans 12mm t2.9. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Anson, and on this channel we talk about filmmaking, specifically filmmaking gear, tutorials, and a look at the projects that I'm working on. So if that's something you're into, consider subscribing. Now, over the last couple weeks, 7Artisans has launched a new Vision Cinema lens. And if you're not familiar with the Vision Cinema lens lineup, that's 7Artisans crop sensor cinema lenses, which already consist of a 25, 35, and 50. So this 12mm now joins that Vision lineup. And so today we're going to break down what I think about this lens, as always, by the image, the build, and my overall thoughts, / who I think it'd be useful for. And let's start breaking down this lens by talking about the image. Now, as far as the image performance, I was really happy with how sharp this lens was. I was able to get some really decent results with this lens. I didn't feel like it was really soft. I felt like it had a good sharpness to it. Now, with this lens, there is going to be some chromatic aberration present, as well as possibly some slight distortion, but that's to be expected with this lens being such a low budget lens. There are some of those image quality things you may sacrifice, but know that going into it that those things may be present. Now, something that was really impressive with this lens is the minimum focusing distance, and I'll put the exact measurement somewhere up on the screen. And that's something that's really nice about this lens, is it does allow for you to create a little bit more unique shots with that minimum focusing distance in super wide angle field of view. And so with that being said, I really did like the image performance of this lens. I don't shoot wide angle a ton, but for what I was able to get with this lens, I was really happy with the results. Now, with that said, let's talk about the build quality of this lens. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a tiny all metal design, and I love every bit of it, with two exceptions, and that's the fact that the outer diameter is 89mm, which is not the standard 95 or even 86 where some lenses kind of fall into. Having the 89mm outer diameter really kind of threw me off as far as being able to use matte boxes with this lens, but that's something you do want to consider. It does have an 82mm filter thread, and so you can use your larger screw-on filters, which is really nice. The other thing I wish was a little bit better is the iris ring. I really wish it was a little bit more dampened. I felt like it turned way too easily, and so that's something I wish was a little bit different with this lens. Otherwise, I absolutely love the build of this lens. Again, tiny all metal design, and so with the exception of a couple things, I've really been happy with the overall build quality of this lens. And so with that, let's talk about my overall thoughts and who would I recommend this lens to. Now, overall thoughts, again, I'm really impressed with this lens. Really good image quality, really good build quality. Just for the price at like $320 or somewhere around there, you get a really solid lens. And so who I'd recommend it to is for someone that's needing a ultra wide lens on a budget. Again, this is a crop sensor lens, and so when you're using it on the Sigma FP in your super 35 mode, it is going to be more of like I think an 18mm focal length, and so keep that in mind. But even then, you're still getting an ultra wide field of view. And so if you are looking for an ultra wide lens on a budget for your Sigma FP or Lumix S5, definitely check out the 7Artisans 12mm t2.9. And so that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you're digging the overall content from the channel, consider subscribing. As always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Peace.